My sister demanded I abort my baby so she could be first. The rest of the family turned on me. What happened next left them in silence. The day my sister told me to abort my baby, the entire room went silent. At first I thought I'd misheard her, but then she repeated it calmly, coldly. "You need to terminate it, because I deserve to be the first one to give Mom a grandchild." And the worst part, half my family didn't tell her she was crazy. They told me I should consider it. But what happened next destroyed my sister's life, split my family apart, and left everyone standing in a hospital hallway too stunned to speak. Before we get into the story, if you enjoy crazy family drama and satisfying karma stories, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Stories like this remind us that sometimes karma doesn't wait years to strike. Sometimes it happens immediately. Now let me tell you what my sister did and why the entire family still refuses to talk about it. For most of my life, my sister Serena had to be the center of attention. Not just sometimes, always. If I got good grades, Serena suddenly had better ones. If I got a new job, she had to announce a promotion. If I bought a car, she bought a more expensive one 2 months later. Growing up, my parents brushed it off as sibling rivalry. But as adults, it got worse. Much worse. Especially when it came to one thing: having children. My husband and I had been trying for almost a year. Doctor visits, fertility tests, quiet nights crying in the bathroom because another pregnancy test came back negative. So when I finally saw 2 pink lines, I just sat there staring at the test in disbelief. My hands were shaking. I whispered out loud to no one, "Oh my God, it finally happened." When I told my husband, he literally picked me up and spun me around the kitchen, like we were in some cheesy movie. It felt like a miracle. And naturally, we wanted to share the news with our family. Big mistake. We announced it during a Sunday dinner at my parents' house. My mom cried happy tears. My dad hugged me. My brother high-fived my husband. Everyone was excited, except Serena. She was sitting across the table, completely frozen. Her smile looked forced. Then she suddenly stood up so fast her chair scraped the floor. "Are you serious right now?" she said. The room went quiet. I blinked. "Yeah, we're pregnant," I said softly. Her face turned red. "You know I've been trying longer than you." Everyone shifted uncomfortably. I tried to calm the situation. "Serena, I didn't even know you were trying." But she cut me off. No, this isn't okay." And then she said the sentence that still echoes in my head. "You should terminate it." Silence. Complete silence. I thought I misheard. "What?" I whispered. Serena crossed her arms. "You need to abort it. I deserve to give Mom the first grandchild." My stomach dropped. I actually felt nauseous. I expected my parents to immediately shut her down, tell her she was being insane. But instead, my mom said something that broke my heart. "Maybe we should all calm down." Serena jumped on that. Exactly. She announced it on purpose. She knows I've been trying. My dad sighed like this was some minor argument. Maybe the timing wasn't great. I felt my chest tighten. "Are you serious?" I said. I looked around the table. Nobody defended me. Not one person. That's when I realized something terrifying. My sister didn't just believe she deserved to be first. She believed the entire family would support her. And in that moment, they basically did. After that dinner, Serena became obsessed. She started calling my parents every day complaining about me, posting passive-aggressive things on social media. Things like, "Some people steal other people's dreams without caring," and "Family betrayal hurts the most." Then things got darker. She started messaging me directly. "You should really think about what you're doing. You're destroying this family. You're selfish." At first I ignored her, but then one message made my blood run cold. If you cared about anyone but yourself, you'd fix this. Fix this, like my baby was some kind of mistake. About 3 months later, I got a frantic call from my mom. Serena had gone into labor early, except she wasn't even supposed to be due yet. Something was wrong. Very wrong. Turns out Serena had done something unbelievably reckless. Because she was so desperate to be first, she tried to induce labor early, not at a hospital, not with a doctor, but through some shady woman she found online claiming she could perform a C-section at home. Yes, you heard that right, a living room C-section. When the complications started, Serena started bleeding heavily. Paramedics had to rush her to the hospital. She was taken straight to the ICU. Her baby was immediately transferred to the NICU in critical condition. The doctors later said something chilling. If the ambulance had arrived 10 minutes later, Serena might not have survived. The family completely fell apart after that. Some relatives blamed Serena's obsession. Others blamed me. Yes, me. My aunt literally said, "Well, if you hadn't announced your pregnancy..." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Serena had nearly killed herself and her baby. And somehow I was still the villain. At that point, I stopped attending family gatherings. My priority was my baby and my own sanity. But Serena wasn't done. Even after being discharged from the hospital, she became even more unstable. She started making disturbing comments about my unborn child. Things like, "Your baby should have been mine," or "You stole my moment." Then she began showing up places unexpectedly. My doctor's office, my grocery store, once even outside my house. Just standing there, watching. That was the moment my husband said, "Enough." When my due date approached, my doctor actually flagged my file. Hospital security was notified. They placed extra restrictions on visitors. Because Serena had already tried calling the hospital, pretending to be me. Yes, pretending to be me, trying to get information about my delivery date. That was when I realized something terrifying. My sister wasn't just jealous. She was dangerous. When I finally went into labor, I was terrified Serena would somehow show up. But thankfully, security was tight. 12 hours later, my daughter was born, healthy, perfect. When the nurse placed her in my arms, all the chaos, the drama, the fear just melted away. I remember whispering to her, "You're safe. I promise." And I meant it. 2 days later, Serena tried one last thing. She came to the hospital, demanding to see her niece. Security refused. She screamed, threatened staff, and tried to force her way onto the maternity floor. That's when the hospital called the police, right in front of my entire family. Serena was escorted out, crying, screaming, completely out of control. And that moment changed everything, because for the first time, my parents finally saw the truth. This wasn't sibling rivalry. This was dangerous obsession. Within a week, my husband and I filed for a restraining order, and it was granted. Serena was legally forbidden from coming near me, or my daughter. The same sister who demanded I abort my baby was now legally barred from ever meeting her. Sometimes people think revenge means hurting someone back. But honestly, watching Serena destroy her own life, while my daughter sleeps peacefully in her crib, that's enough for me. Because in the end, the only thing I ever wanted was to protect my child from the storm my sister created. And that's exactly what I did. If this story shocked you, hit like and subscribe for more unbelievable real-life revenge stories. And I want to know in the comments, what would you have done in my situation? Would you ever forgive a family member after something like this? Let's talk about it. And as always, I'll see you in the next story.